What has happened to Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, the man of the moment at Leicester City? The local Shepshire-born midfielder took the Foxes back up to the big league and made the move to Chelsea for £30 million after rejecting a move to Brighton to join his former Italian head coach Enzo Maresca. But Chelsea fans are asking, why did we sign him? What was the point? Why is he getting minutes over someone like Kiernan Dewsbury? If he can't start for the B team and get in the Premier League matchday squad, why is the 26-year-old actually here? Let's have a look. As many may know, KDH enjoyed a fantastic goal-scoring campaign for his boyhood club last season, and the Foxes took the championship title home, with this man being at the very thick of it. He played in a box midfield that consisted of Ricardo Pereira inverting from right back, Harry Winks at defensive midfield, and partnered mostly with Wilfred Ndidi as the higher eights, as he enjoyed those left pockets of space which he hasn't actually played in at Chelsea. They pushed high, they made underlapping runs, they scored goals, created chances, as KDH was Leicester City's most pivotal piece of the puzzle, because without him, they were toothless. As a player himself, he took on the responsibility of being the main guy at Leicester City, with of course Jamie Vardy there too, but there was a huge step up in responsibility for him to take them straight back up, being one of the main focal points of the team for the very first time. And to play in a league where you are the best in the division, that comes with expectation of delivering, which he certainly did. He improved massively under Enzo Maresca's influence and top level coaching. Before, when he broke through under Brendan Rodgers, he was bright, hard-working and a hustler. But in the disappointing relegation season, he lost a lot of confidence. He looked very clunky on the ball, far too dependent on his left foot, meaning he was far too slow on the ball, constantly moving it to his left boot, and simply ineffective. Under Enzo, of course, he's playing in the league down, so the quality is different, but he improved his dribbling and close ball control massively. He started to look slick, swift, cute in his dribbling, a trait that always seemed to belong to James Maddison when he played in the same team, and of course his finishing and output along with his tactical understanding went through the roof. His confidence, as you can imagine, was sky high, adored by the Leicester faithful, bringing your club back where it belongs, and Enzo Maresca is coaching you week in, week out. After promotion though and Enzo's departure, it was pretty obvious that he was gonna leave. Not that he hugely wanted to, it's his boyhood club, but Leicester needed a PSR sale with a possible point deduction on their way, and he needed to move his career forward. KDH then opted to choose Chelsea over Brighton as his next move and that step up in his career, and so far a lot of people would agree that Brighton would have been a much better fit in the context of more game time. He'll be playing week in, week out, but at Chelsea he starts cup games and Europa games. So far, Chelsea fans have voiced their disappointments with his on-the-pitch performances. He's been underwhelming and claimed to be in the way of the development of Kiernan Dewsbury and other Cobham prospects. Now, as much as I personally agree Kiernan Dewsbury deserves more minutes or to have been sent out on loan, this is not Kiernan's fault. My judgments of KDH's performances so far are okay, average, poor cameo, meh, okay, good, out of position and promising. In truth, Chelsea fans, particularly on Twitter, are very reactionary, impatient and fairly toxic, but so far overall he's been fine. He's a handy squad player who's adjusting to life at the top level in a new team where he isn't the main man, and ultimately there's a lot of quality around him. When I watch KDH at Chelsea, it's quite clear his performances and cameos are down to his confidence. After he scored against Ghent, he started showing off his little bits of brilliance that he's shown last season. If we look here, he receives the ball, opens his body up with ease and takes on and beats two players using strength, power, a swift turn and then passing range when he sets up Felix. But before his goal, he kept to his basics and ensured he wasn't giving the ball away and did his off-the-ball work. This is the sign of someone who's adjusting like absolutely any new signing. He wants to do what Maresca's asked of him right, and probably knows the likes of Joax, Felix, Pedro, Neto, Christopher and Kunku are skillfully going to outshine him on the ball. He's definitely lacking bravery, as ultimately Chelsea fans are used to seeing Cole Palmer occupy this space on the weekend, so it's easy to understand why they'd be pretty underwhelmed. With more time, KDH will get better and better and show more personality on the ball. So far we've seen glimpses of the tidy player that he is. He makes a smartly placed pass here to Mykhailo Mudryk, setting up Vega's goal against Jens. He holds the ball up here well with two players onto him for Nkunku's second half strike after half time. He receives the ball here and quickly turns to carry it forward some distance, creating space before laying it off to João Felix to drive forward. Here, he receives the ball very suddenly from Nkunku, and although many players would probably waste this and go for goal, he sets up Nkunku up nice with a pass with a chance to score. Now these sequences aren't going to blow you away, but Enzo wouldn't have signed the English midfielder if he was really as bad as Chelsea fans are making out. He's a good player. At his best, he's a very hard-working midfielder who off the ball is fantastic in leading the press and very spatially aware of those around him that help in his ability to win back possession, whether that's high or in deep areas. He's a very efficient ball carrier that can bring it forward and transition powerfully, but with pace, suiting to those such as Mykhailo Mudryk, Nicolas Jackson, Noni, Jadon, Sancho, etc, etc. He's secure when receiving the ball from deep or high and uses his body well to win a foul or to turn out of tight spaces whilst baiting opposition players into him, taking them away from other Chelsea attackers. And he's very good in the final third, a finisher, a box crasher, somebody to put a chance away, set somebody up, find space and runs as a passing option. So the point is, you are yet to see the best out of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall at Chelsea. Back him, trust Enzo Maresca and his top level coaching to get the very best out of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to smash a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments what you think of Kiernan Dewsbury Hall and his future at Stamford Bridge, and I'll see you guys in the next one.